Well, guys, I guess we have to talk about it, right? I mean, the biggest story in sneakers seems like over the last week and a half has been scams and mystery boxes. So let's just get right on into it. And of course, we'll get into some releases at the end of the video. So welcome to Coffee Time Kicks, everybody. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of Coffee Time Kicks, where you get your weekly dose of digestible sneaker news. And again, my name is Mike from sneakerhistory.com. And welcome, guys. We appreciate the time. Thank you for showing up. Hit the subscribe button, of course. And before we get started, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't get to another bag of coffee this week. I've been drinking the same one from last week. So same deal, the Cafe Olay from HEB. So still there. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm running a little bit low energy as well, so I need to get a little caffeine to start this video. And it's still really hot, so maybe we'll just sip along the way. But really, I want to get into, guys, the big story that's really been surrounding, I feel like, sneaker culture for, again, like maybe a week and a half. And it's really been sneaker boxes, sneaker con, scams. All three S's, I guess. You got alliteration? Anyway, but getting into that, it's just very crazy to see how much has been going on with that, because if you watch any kind of sneaker social media, pick your poison. I feel like for the last couple years, mystery boxes have been just kind of a big thing, right? So let's go ahead and fast forward and get right into what I guess the grievance is. Because right now, a company called Royal One, who's run by a gentleman named Chase Briner, has been, showing up at SneakerCon like any other resale vendor does, but they have been doing something different to garner attention, and that's selling a $300 mystery box. Now, this mystery box is not guaranteed to get you basically anything of your value. And if we go to what I guess the definition for mystery box in the realm of sneakers is supposed to be, I give you X amount of dollars, you give me that same value or more back. So at least I'm getting my $300 value back. Well, Chase and Royal One don't see it that way. So what happens is, if you see a lot of videos out in the social media world of these individuals who are buying these boxes, and sadly a lot of them are kids who don't have jobs, probably using their parents' money or using their allowance money they saved up for a lot of time just to try to get a cool shoe, or maybe try to get into the resale game, and they're getting really taken advantage of because they're pulling things out that are worth way less than the box itself. We don't have to go deep into each particular shoe. I think that's probably been, very obvious from the videos and obvious from other videos that have put out, stories similar to mine. What I want to get into is that, SneakerCon didn't seem to mind this until recently, when all of the bad press really started being put out, because I guess Power of the People coming out to show these poor boxes that these people were getting, seems like they're getting taken advantage of, again, especially children. Now, Chase did come out on one of his videos saying that, oh, I know you've seen the bad press, but you guys don't realize that every box can't be a winner. It's a gamble. And that's where, boom, that's where he put the nail in his own coffin, because according to SneakerCon bylaws, you cannot gamble on their premises of their event. So now SneakerCon is having to go back and reassess the relationship in regards to the sneaker boxes and Royal One. Now, what's to come of that? We don't know. Will it just be, hey, Royal One, stop selling mystery boxes, you can do business as normal? Or will they take them out the event entirely? So we'll have to wait and see what that really comes out to. Now, what really, as you guys are again seeing the video, I'm putting clips in there as we go, but as you're gonna see, there are a lot of, again, kids. I keep mentioning kids because, guys, I have my own kids, I'm a parent, so really just irks me to seeing kids getting taken advantage of, because kids don't have a concept of money a lot of times. Kids don't have the concept of gambling. They don't understand that if I give you $300 and a gamble, you don't have to give me anything back. They don't understand that. If they're in a resale game, I guess, maybe they're starting to understand a dollar, but they don't understand that concept of the dollar of, hey, you're taking this from me and you don't have to give me anything back. So I think that's very unfair, even if it is a 1 in 4 chance, or what he said now is a 33% chance, or 1 in 3 chance of getting one of the grand prizes, which would, I guess, they deem as the hottest shoe at the time or the highest reselling shoe at the time. Take your pick, I guess. Now, you guys seen the videos I've been putting in the faces of the people getting the boxes. Again, adults will make their own decisions. I don't gamble. I've done it a few times. I'm not a fan. I don't like the aspect of me having a big chance of not getting something back after giving you something, especially a monetary value. But you can see the faces in most people. Look at this. They're just stone faced. They immediately, you can see, like, if you ever had buyer's regret, that's the look on their faces you see. Buyer's regret of why did I do this? And I'm guaranteed there's no return policy on these. They have to take them because they're a mystery box. Now, this is a way for a lot of people, what I've seen going through my research is seeing how, resale stores work and what the mystery boxes do. It's a way to offload a lot of product that no one's buying. And that's what it really is doing. So he's winning, Chase is winning over and over again because he's offloading things that are not moving in the shop. He's also, if you look at the tags on the bottom of the shoes when they pull them out so they can see the perceived value, their shoes he's marking them up to $300, $400, $500 when they're actually these $80, $90, $100 shoes. If you look at all of the buying stats from the StockX's or GOATs or even eBay's, these shoes aren't moving for anything. And the fact that they're blatantly not lying to say, hey, this Desert Camo Dunk is worth $200-$300 when you go to the last sale was like $119 on StockX. That sucks, man. I mean, come on. I would assume that when you run a business, you want to do it with some ethics behind it. So again, this is kind of a different episode. There's not a lot of news stories out there, but this one was really driving to me because I really just irking. But I really want to talk about it because it sucked because my oldest is 9 years old. My son, if we were at a sneaker con and he saw that box, he had $300 in his hand, I wouldn't let him buy it. Even if it wasn't him, I wouldn't let him buy it because the chance of just not knowing. I even hate now if you go to like Target or wherever they sell toys, there's like the little mystery packs. You don't know what you're getting. And I think it sucks. You're just making people try to buy over and over again to try to hit that grand prize. And it's really, really just sad because you're taking advantage of kids. So I really think they need to pull this back. And with that, those facts there, this is a scam. That is not going to change you can't change my mind on that. But I have to say, for all those on YouTube who are making videos trying to, discredit Royal One and, about the mystery boxes, please take a step back if you're one of those creators who have made mystery box videos. And I'm not saying you're a part of his group to say, yeah, go ahead and scam those kids. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying you are what you perceive yourself and what they call a lot of us on these social media platforms as an influencer. So when kids watch your videos and you're opening up this $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 mystery box, kids see what you're doing and they want to have that purchase, that excitement, that drive, that feeling of I can do the same thing that my favorite creator did and I can do it for $300 and it's right here. And now I got scammed, but how come my favorite creator didn't get scammed? You have to realize that this had to happen at some point, right? We had to talk about it because they saw what you were doing. They want to be like you. They want to create like you. They want to run businesses like you. So whenever you were doing those mystery box videos, you're really planting a seed. And now Royal One took advantage of the seed you planted and scammed them out of their money. Again, not calling it the creator's fault, but just know when you're an influencer, you influence, and your videos, your topics, your mass purchases of these mystery boxes influence them to go buy these boxes. So I'm not telling anybody how to make their money, except Royal One. Don't do that. Don't scam people, especially don't scam kids. That's really sucky of you to do that. But just know that if you're going to discredit the mystery box game, you have to know that you were a part of, that kid purchasing it. That's all I'll say on that. I know we'll stay tuned more to see what SneakerCon does about it. That was kind of my stand on a soapbox rant for this episode of Coffee Time Kicks. But we're done with the news today. Let's get into some releases. There's a lot of releases really compact in I think 2 days. Actually, I think 1 day. So we're gonna get into those now. First things first, we're gonna have Ivy Park and Adidas teaming back up with a Top 10 2000. Very weird choice for a sneaker collaboration, I think. Top 10 2000s really have a niche market, and I didn't think that was the Ivy Park crowd. So hey, if it works, it works. It's actually not bad looking. I wouldn't be purchasing, but it will be releasing on the 20th of this month. Also releasing on the 20th, you're gonna have a return of a classic I think I need to get my hands on, and that's the Air Max 97 in the metallic gold or golden bullet, whatever you want to call it, but it will be making its way back on the 20th, and I think men and women's sizes, so check it out for those if you're a big Air Max fan. Also, again on the 20th, I told you there's some good stuff packed in here. I didn't do all the releases again. I pick up some of my more interesting ones or more favorite ones to show you guys. So on the 20th, we're also gonna have a Bodega and Saucony collaboration on the 3D Grid Hurricane. And this is a clean looking shoe. You guys know I'm a big fan of Saucony's. This one here is super nice, so keep an eye on it if you're a fan of both of those brands. So I want to close out our releases on the 21st with the Pharrell and Adidas Human Race NMD S1. Now guys, something about this sneaker, I like it, but I can't make myself buy it. The price point's really high, but I like what Pharrell's done, really just changed it up a bit. So hopefully this brings a little bit of light to that model, because it's very interesting. I just wish they come down on the price point. I think it's retails at $185 and then collaborations are $200, so a bit pricey for NMD, but let's go ahead and let's see what it's all about. But that's the releases we have for this week, guys. So please let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed, anything you guys want me to talk about next week. I love talking with you guys. I appreciate the time you guys give me every week. Until next time, see ya.